And I must say to the Portadown brethren that the only way in which they can clearly distance themselves from these murders, show to the world that they repudiate those who have murdered young children and used them as an excuse for so doing, the only way they can repudiate that is now to leave the hill at Drumcree Parish Church and return home.
Morning. Morning. Can people think whether they need to go and parade? Do they need to demonstrate? I would ask mothers, fathers, daughters, if anybody's going out, to say, do you really need to do this today? Because I think everybody ought to focus on what we can do in the next 24, 48 hours to make it such that other families don't have to live the pain and suffering that this one is going through at the moment.
Homes and families, the Orangemen of Conroy. I believe the Orange Order needs to call off its protests because we can't control them. Drumcree is rapidly getting out of our hands. We have to back off from that. Yes, we can have a peaceful camp there for as long as it takes for men's rights to be established. But more bloodshed in our land. I ask you, do you think it'll be worth it?
The officers and members of Portadown District wish to place on record their condemnation of these acts of violence. At a meeting tonight at Portadown District, it was unanimously agreed that the brethren would maintain a presence at Drumcree until such times as the way is clear for the district to return to Carton Street Orange Hall via their traditional route.
After a week in which they've lived under siege, a week in which they've been subject to constant attack and abuse by the Orange Order and its supporters, is to give in to the people who have been using the tactics of the bully boy and the cudgel carrier all week, and to give in to the Orange Order at the present time. And it's not just the residents that are taking this stance. The Praise Commission have ruled against this parade. The government has said that the Praise Commission decision will be upheld. So for ourselves, the government and the Praise Commission, to concede a march in the Garvaghey Road at the present time for the Orange Order is literally to give in to mob rule.
It is very disappointing, and clearly they will have to be contained there. The law is being upheld as one would have expected. The Prime Minister is standing firm, the Chief Constable has stood firm, the authorities are standing firm. It clearly is a very sad and disappointing outcome after the events of last night, and clearly a failure to distance themselves, as they were asked to do, from the events. They cannot continue to wash their hands of events as they unfold, because people are using the cover of this protest, or this so-called peaceful protest, to be anything but peaceful.